Hi, and welcome back to Pillars of Leadership. This is Jen Joliker, your mother goddess and CEO of Athena's. So this is Module 4, the continuation of the stellar interview. And this module is entitled, They Said Yes. When a recruit lead says yes, it is an exciting, euphoric feeling. But there's still steps that need to be taken to get them on the path towards a successful Athena's business of their own. So let's cover the steps you must take at the interview to lead from the beginning, as well as set your new team member up for the ultimate success. So here's what we know. Fast action equals fast cash, and fast cash equals retention. We know that today's world is fast-paced, and most people are addicted to instant gratification. Netflix, iTunes, high-speed internet, Google, Wikipedia, PayPal, Surrey, we live in fast times. And as a result, people, the younger generation especially, need to see immediate results. Things have to move quickly. The faster you can get money in their hands, the longer they will stay on your team. So let's talk about some action steps for success. Lead from the beginning. Set goals and expectations with your new recruit. Show them the way immediately. The best tool you can use and take to every interview is, in fact, very simple, and it's a calendar. You can use a wall calendar or a pocket calendar, and it's wonderful to purchase calendars as the year goes on because they get cheaper and cheaper. The calendar and its importance in your interview process cannot be understated. This is a gift to your potential team member. Put a bow on it. Tell your interviewee that you are giving them a gift that will change their life forever, because you are. The following process that we're going to outline is going to weed out those not willing to do what it takes to get your new goddess or Adonis off to a strong start. They're going to leave this interview with you with their training dates picked out, their celebration or launch party dates picked out, the date of their party following with you will be picked out. They will create their very own open date sheet. They will create a who do you know list, and they will make a commitment to contact and book their first parties with their circle of influence. So put these few tips into practice and watch your results change, your recruits qualify, your monthly checks grow, and your recruiting confidence soar. Practice these interview techniques and attract better, more driven recruits. So the time that you invest in this interview with this person who said yes will make a huge difference in their business and in yours. Don't send them home with an overload of information. Instead, send them home with a huge advantage. So here we go. Ready? Open up the calendar to the current month. Okay, this is step 1. And circle today's date. It's a big day. This is the day that they met with you and their entire life changed. Number 2, establish the dates that they cannot work. Ask about their schedule. So that includes their current job, childcare, any children's activities, date night with their partner, exercise classes, vacations, bowling leagues. Make sure to X out the dates that they cannot work for the next 90 days or 3 months. The dates that are left are actually the dates that they can work their Athena's business, or as we like to call it here at Athena's, the open date sheet. Number 3, choose their training dates and circle them. Athena's offers choices for new distributors with regard to how and when they'll train. Each new team member will need to complete both the general business and product training classes. Live classes are offered at our Athena's headquarters in Woonsocket, Rhode Island on Saturdays and Sundays, and phone classes are offered to anyone who can't or would prefer not to train live. Live classes consist of a full day, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Phone classes begin at 11 a.m. and go until approximately 2 p.m. In addition to their classroom or phone training, new distributors are responsible to read their training manual, and that can be found online, and complete a party following with an existing goddess or Adonis. When a party following is not feasible, a pre-recorded demo may be viewed in lieu of this requirement. So please note that an actual party following is truly more beneficial, as the new distributor will have the live party experience as well as the ordering room experience. Pre-recorded demos are taped in front of a live audience of distributors and do not include the ordering room portion. So our third option for training is very exciting. It's a webinar-based training program that's scheduled for release in the spring of 2013. This program will allow new distributors to train at their own pace when it's most convenient for them, just like you're doing here with Pillars of Leadership. There'll be online tests that will be required to move through each phase of the training. So regardless of the way someone chooses to train, there are also DVDs that will be included with their kit and should be viewed prior to them doing their first party. Training can be completed in one weekend, or it can be spread out to accommodate the new distributor's schedule. So circle the training dates that they choose. Number 4, schedule a party following with you. So pick the date and circle it. Open up your calendar, show them the dates that you are working. They should follow you to a party to see things from the other side before they do their own shows. So circle this date and include the details, like the time and the address that you'd like to meet with them. Number 5, upcoming company and team events. So write in the next BBWs, teletrainings, company meetings, blitzes, national party weekends, and even your own team or lineage meetings. Let your interviewee know that these things are optional, but those who attend tend to have more success. So circle these dates and include some details like the time and places. And here's a little helpful tip. To save time, you could write these dates on the calendar ahead of time and just refer to them. So here is number 6. Schedule 2 celebration party dates. So schedule 2 celebration party dates now in their calendar. These are the 2 parties within 2 weeks of their second training date. Keep the parties in the same week, either one weeknight and one weekend, or 2 on a weekend. Their starter kit should arrive in plenty of time by then. So the goal of the celebration party is to kick off their new business, to help them get some practice doing their demo, to book first parties to get their business rolling, and to make back their kit investment. There are a lot of benefits to the celebration party process. However, the main goal is to fill up their calendar with as many bookings as they would like. Athena's has created a very simple and easy to follow 10-step celebration party email series that each team leader should share with every new recruit. This process will keep you connected to your newest recruits while they prepare to launch their brand new business. You can find the emails in the back office under Resources, and we'll be going over them in great detail in the next module. So here's number 7. And this is assist to create a Who Do You Know list. So flip over the calendar to the inside cover where there's blank space. This is where they will write down 100 adults that they know without judgment. Yes, they know 100 people. The average person knows 1,000 people by the time they turn 18. And we're going to have you use the Frank method to make the process go quickly. So what is the Frank method? F. F equals friends. If they can come up with 20 friends on this list, like their best friends, their school friends, their Facebook friends that they regularly stay in touch with, that'll be a good start. R is for relatives, their mother, their adult daughter if they have one, their adult sisters, their adult aunts and cousins. Acquaintances. So these are the service providers that they see regularly, like their hairdresser, their nail tech, their favorite waitress at their local restaurant, their yoga instructor. Next we have N for neighbors, and this can be former neighbors and current neighbors. And then K is for kids. Now, of course, we're not going to invite kids to a sexter party, but these are the adults that your interviewee knows through their kids' school, their friends, and their activities. So here's step 8. Once you have your Frank list with your new interviewee, you are going to categorize the Frank list. And what that means is you're going to have your interviewee put symbols next to the names of the people on the list. Okay, so little symbols, and this is fun. So hostesses equal a heart. So basically you're going to have the person make a heart next to every person who loves them and would do anything for them. You would have them put a heart next to people they know who love to entertain. Also, the people who have lots of friends and family. People that they know love sex and sex toy products. People who are super fun. People who are getting married. People who have been married for a long time. People who are recently single. People who just purchased a new home or moved into a new apartment. They'll put a heart next to all these names. Then we'll move on to recruiting. Recruiting equals money, so we'll have them put a $ next to these names. These are the people who would love to work from home. Who on this list could use extra money? You know, these are the people that they hear from that complain that they don't have enough money for things. How about the people that hate their job? Lots of people complain on their Facebook pages or in life about how much they hate their job. So put a $ next to those people. And basically, who's fun that they love to work with? So they'll put a $ next to these names. These are the people they will reach out to and connect with when they leave the interview. They will invite them to their celebration parties while planting, booking, and recruiting seeds. So let's move to step number 9, which is choose the dates that they will make the calls and connect. It is imperative that you have them choose the dates and times that they will begin calling and inviting the people on their list. So these are the people that that will be their first bookings, that will be their first recruits, that will be the guests at their launch parties. So circle these 3 dates. Write in the time frame they choose and write office hours, launch party inviting in the calendar space. Instruct them to make the calls as soon as possible, beginning tonight or tomorrow. Don't wait. Their energy is high. Write the dates that they will start and finish making these calls. Now, this is the benefit. Right from the beginning, you are teaching this person to establish short and long-term goals, as well as one of the most important things in a direct seller's world, calendar control. These are helpful skills in direct sales. So here's step 10. Issue a challenge. Okay, like if they sell $1,000 or $3,000, you know, tell them about all the benefits of qualifying within 100 days of their second training class. Okay, or selling $3,000 in their first 100 days. Okay, so you're going to count 100 days from the second training class and circle it and write 100th day with Athena's. Now, what are some of the benefits that they can receive by selling either $1,000 or $3,000? There are the company-sponsored challenges, like reaching $1,000 in SV within 100 days. They'll get the current recruiting promotion. Sometimes it's $50 in free product. Sometimes it's $99 in free product. So make sure that you're checking any recruiting specials and have that information with you so you can tell them all about it and what they'll be receiving. Also, there's Steps to Success, one of my favorite programs, which is if they reach $3,000 in SV within 100 days, they get a free golden jackrabbit. And if they do 6,000, they'd get 2, 9,000, they'd get 3, and so on. Okay? They also will receive a sexy throw blanket if they recruit someone within their first 100 days. These are amazing prizes right out of the gate, something to strive for. You could create your own challenges, I mean, this is all optional. There's enough offered by the company, but if you wanted to do something yourself, you're more than invited to. So let's look at some of the things you could do. You could count 30 days from the second training class and circle it. Write 30-day challenge ends. Say that if you have 4 parties, I'm going to give you a free disco stick. Or if you recruit somebody within 30 days, I'll give you 25 free catalogs. You can even, and these are bigger prizes, but you can do something small like the candy Smarties. You could give them Smarties for being so smart and booking 4 parties. So here's a totally attainable minimum goal for your new recruit who's sitting before you that said yes. Okay, 2 celebration parties. Okay, that's really easy. They've already established that they're going to do 2. 2 bookings at those celebration parties. So they do their celebration parties and they get 2 bookings, 1 from each of those parties. That is 4 parties in 4 weeks. That's a good start. Now, how about an ultimate goal? Okay, an ultimate goal could be their 2 celebration parties plus 2 additional bookings, plus 4 bookings from those bookings. So they do their 2 celebration parties, they get 1 booking at each, and then they get 2 bookings from those parties each. So that's 8 parties in 8 weeks. Can you imagine that? 8 parties in 8 weeks? That's a great start. So here's step 11. Provide her with, or him with phone scripts and hostess coaching documents. This person is going to be making calls and most likely doesn't have a clue as to what they should say. Provide some scripts that you can have pre-printed to hand to them. This will help them make those calls with ease. You can find scripts in the training manual, and more will be printed online and added in the resource section. Okay, and now I have the great privilege of turning things over to Sandy Julian, an incredible goddess and team leader and retired company trainer. She's also the co-creator of this program, and she's here to talk to you about the next steps. Take it away, Sandy.
Thanks, Jen. So step 12 is the 3-2-1 kits, business plans, and contract. Oh my. So there are 3 kits to choose from, 2 business plans, and 1 contract. Take the end of the interview to present the 3 kits, the 2 business plans, and the contract to your interviewee. You can download all of the supporting documents in the back office under Resources. The 3 starter kits. So Athena's offers several starter kits as options for new distributors. Starter kits are purchased at a 50% discount. Therefore, your new team member will receive double what they pay in retail products. Such a great deal. In addition to the products, Athena's also includes paperwork, including catalogs, order forms, credit card slips, etc., so that the new distributor can do their first few parties without having to purchase more supplies. That definitely helps. No one kit is better than another. The kit should be chosen based on how much the new distributor wants to initially invest in their new business and how they intend to supplement their starter kit with additional products. Obviously, the larger the starter kit, the more products your new team member will have to show at his or her parties. The 2 business plans. Athena's offers 2 business plans to choose from, the Freedom Plan with no inventory and the Independent Plan where they carry inventory. Although inventory is the main difference between the 2, there are several other factors that they'll want to consider before making this important decision. Athena's Freedom Plan offers distributors the opportunity to focus on building their clientele and giving great presentations and parties without having to worry about having inventory. They can really just focus on that. While the payout percentages are lower for this plan, so are the time and expense of running their business. Freedom Goddesses and Adonai do not have to purchase products ahead of time to offer to their guests. They simply do their presentation with their demo kit, take orders and payments in a confidential ordering room, and process the orders and payments through our secure website. Once the orders are entered and submitted to the warehouse for fulfillment, Freedom distributors will send a thank you note to the hostess and let her know when the party orders have shipped. Customer orders are packaged individually and sealed for confidentiality. Party guest orders are sent to the hostess for distribution. There are small fees to process the parties and to cover the expense of the hostess benefits, and the remaining commission is 35% of the party sales. Freedom distributors have the ability to earn an additional 5% for a total of 40% on their total month sales when they sell $5,000 or more in a calendar month. Back orders are monitored and fulfilled by the warehouse, and the office deals with any lost packages. Athena's Independent Plan offers distributors the opportunity to carry inventory so that their party guests are able to take their purchases home the evening of the party. Inventory is purchased ahead of time at a discount of 40%, 45%, or 50% depending on the size of the order, and profit is made once the items are sold. Independent distributors are responsible to order any items purchased by customers that they did not have in stock and ship them directly to each customer within 14 business days from the party date. Independent distributors must have their own merchant account in order to accept credit or debit card payments from their customers. They are responsible for discreet, confidential packaging of any items that must be shipped, as well as the expense of the free products earned by the hostess. Independent distributors are able to choose which items they carry and how much inventory they bring to each party. Commission is based on what is sold and the discount at which it was purchased, 40%, 45%, or 50%. Independent distributors are responsible to track and fulfill back-ordered items for their customers and must obtain delivery confirmation on every package shipped. Both plans are excellent, but it is critical that you explain the differences to anyone considering joining. Although a distributor can switch plans in January, they are required to pay a fee and take a phone class prior to changing their way of doing business. If you are not confident in your understanding of the two plans, you're encouraged to speak with your team leader, other goddesses or Adonai, the training team, and/or office staff. Each distributor has different circumstances and ideas about their new business, so it is very important that we provide them with all the information so that they can make the best decision for themselves. When someone trains and realizes that they should have joined under the other plan, frustration and anger can override their excitement about their new business. New distributors depend on their team leader to provide all of the information in an unbiased manner so that they can choose what's best for them. Encouraging someone to join under a particular plan because it benefits the team leader can result in the deterioration of the relationship between the team leader and the new distributor. And finally, the distributor agreement or contract. You should have provided this document in the recruiting packet, so your potential team member should have taken the time to review it. Offer to answer any questions they have about the contract. Okay, step number 13, online sign-up and post-interview steps. The final dates to add to the calendar are the day that they will purchase their starter kit and the next date you will connect to go over their progress. Some new team members may want to sign up right there at the interview. You can sign up for Athenas on an iPad, smartphone, or laptop by visiting www.athenashn.com and clicking Join Athenas Now. If a computer is not available to you and your new team member, pick the date on the calendar that they will be visiting the website to sign up. Once he or she chooses their sign-up date, circle it. Write Purchase Starter Kit. The final date that you will write on the calendar is the date you will reconnect to discuss their progress. Choose the date and time together and circle it. Write, can't wait to connect. Also write in who will call who and the phone number they are to call. Before you say your goodbyes, clearly recap the next steps with your potential goddess or Adonis. They're going to leave the interview and, number 1, make calls to invite friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, and adults associated with their kids' lives into the celebration parties. Number 2, they will choose their starter kit, business plan, and sign up online if they don't do so at the interview. And number 3, follow up with you should any questions arise. You may want to write the post-interview steps, your office hours, and your contact information on the calendar too. This is the way to prepare someone for success. Before they even leave the interview, they have a list of people they know and 2 party dates scheduled. This is immediate. Prior to buying the kit, you're giving them everything they need to launch towards success. Now it's up to them. Final thoughts. You'll know the commitment of your new potential goddess or Adonis if they contact you on the date that you've established, letting you know that they have invited Frank to their launch party. If they have completed the steps, chances are they are serious and a person who takes action. If they have not made the calls for their launch party, they have not kept their commitment. When your interviewee has not made their calls, you must tell them that you can't continue until they take this step. Without parties, they are not open for business. Recruiting with integrity. Before we continue this module and move on, it's important to understand that there are certain things that you should not do when working to build your team. We don't want you to make these recruiting mistakes. The first one is recruiting simply to win a contest or challenge. While Athena's offers a number of incentive programs, specials, challenges, and contests, choosing to recruit solely to win a prize usually backfires. When you make the decision to recruit, you are making a decision to become a team leader. While we want to help make your leadership experience as easy and profitable as possible, you must understand that new team members will be looking to you for guidance and support, especially at the beginning. If you simply recruit someone to win a prize and then don't follow through with supporting them, it has a negative impact on their experience as a distributor. While some will succeed despite a lack of support from their leader, others may become frustrated or give up their business before they're able to find success. Sometimes people want to win a contest so badly that they'll offer to pay for people's starter kits if they agree to join, complete training, and activate. Others might sign up a spouse or family member who has no intention of working the business just to get credit for signing a new recruit. Athena considers these practices to be dishonest and unfair to other team leaders who are building their teams with integrity and who may also be in the running for winning contests and challenges. We'd like to stress that you should strive to recruit quality team members instead of just growing your team with people who won't do anything. We're all here to succeed and grow, but we want to maintain the same level of honesty and professionalism that we display at our parties when recruiting team members. Incomplete disclosure. Another practice that is sure to bring disaster is not providing full disclosure when speaking with potential recruits. As we mentioned with regard to explaining the two business plans so that the new distributors can choose the one that makes the most sense for them, it's important to provide every potential recruit with solid information and make them aware of all the opportunities available to them. One example of this is when you have multiple people who wish to join and who know each other. While it's tempting to sign them up yourself, you should let them know that one of them can sign up on your first line and the other can sign up under her friend or family member. In doing so, the person who signs up under you will be eligible to earn the Recruiting Steps to Success incentive, as their friend would be their first recruit. They'll also benefit because they'll be building their new team right from the start, adding a second stream of income in addition to their party sales. While they may choose to still both sign up under you, they'll appreciate your honesty and will learn of this opportunity as soon as they do their training. Providing a copy of the current distributor agreement and terms and conditions usually prevents information from being lost or left out during the interview process. Setting a bad example. Be careful to make sure that potential and established team leaders within your lineage, the second and subsequent lines, are playing by the rules. If you learn that someone has found a way to cheat the system, whether they're in violation of their contract or getting around the rules of a contest by doing things in a way that is dishonest, you'll want to address it discreetly but firmly. Cheating makes everyone involved look bad and sets the tone for a poor team culture. Maintaining integrity and being fair is critical to everyone associated with Athena's. Please help us maintain our positive professional reputation by making sure that you and your team are setting a positive example. Using the simple interview process outlined in this module, it'll become second nature to you as you build your business. Follow it and watch your monthly recruiting override checks increase. You'll also become eligible for more prizes and more perks. Your recruiting confidence will soar. But best of all, you'll be able to see the transformation in the lives of those you serve. It's time for your test and next module. Now that you know how to recruit and for the right reasons and conduct a stellar interview, it's time to move on. We'll see you in the next module.